Hello, welcome to the ABCs, Applying Buddhism in Circling. That's a silly name I just made up. And I'm here in Washington. It's about to start raining, so I'll try to make this quick. For the first episode of this, I wanted to talk about something really simple, which is about doing the practice for yourself, and in a way being a little bit selfish about the practice, because there's no one else that can do the practice for you. There's no one else that can do your work. This is a very core piece of Buddhism that the Buddha gave an analogy when someone asked, like, well, you keep on teaching and teaching, but how come some of your students don't get enlightened? He said, more or less, he said, look, I can only point the way. You must walk the path. That it's like telling someone instructions how to get somewhere. He gave lots of instructions, but you must walk the path. And I think this can be a really wonderful attitude to bring to circling when you're in a relational meditation practice. Often there's a tendency of, it's maybe even more difficult than a solo meditation practice where I'm very clear, like, this is my practice because my eyes are closed, I'm sitting, it's just me, I'm the only one here. So it's obvious that it's my practice. But then when we go into a circling context, sometimes we often maybe get into a caretaking role, that I need to help this person in front of me on their path and help them do the work, and then it gets to the line of, like, I need to fix them, or I need to give them advice or guide them. And it's a tricky boundary, because to some extent we are able to help each other, which is actually part of the mystery of circling, and how a relational meditation practice, actually we do sort of help do the work together. We're all doing the work as a collective in a way, which is really incredible. And yet there's still so much value of approaching the practice from this attitude of, I'm here to do the work myself. So there's always a constant awareness internally inside what's going on for me, and with a little bit of a questioning of, is this like, what is this really? What is this really? Like, it may seem like, oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on inside of me. I'm fine. I'm fine. And then when I really check in, it's like, oh, actually, maybe I'm not fine. Maybe I'm sad, or I'm really angry, or maybe I'm spaciousness itself, and there isn't even a me here. Like, who knows what I might discover when I really pay attention internally. And so coming, like, and then also it takes a pressure off of the you that's out there, that other being that I'm connecting with, relating with, so that it's not your responsibility. Oh, here comes the rain. It's not your responsibility to do my work. So I'm not waiting for your response. I'm not dependent on your response. Like, whatever you are bringing is also okay. And that actually gives a lot of spaciousness to you as well. So, another quote, he said, be like an island unto yourself, an island that no flood can submerge. And so it's a really lovely experience of, like, being an island, but also, you know, we think of islands as like all isolated and alone, but they're completely absorbed and held within the ocean. The ocean is lapping against them, making constant contact with these waves across the shore. It's not necessarily an image of isolation. I mean, it could be, I suppose, but it could also be an image of being completely and utterly held in the vastness of the ocean. So these are some ideas to bring an attitude of commitment to my own practice, to my own growth, to my own inquiry. And that's true whether the attention's on me, or the attention's on someone else in the group, or the attention's on the collective. in any of those situations, there still can be that attitude, even as I'm being with someone else, can have that attitude of like, this is still an unfolding within me. Like the process of unfolding and growth is still alive within me. And so keep bringing the attention back to this experience that I'm having in this moment. I guess that was just a little short burst of rain. It didn't actually keep going. So I hope that brings a little inspiration into your practice, and may you be happy, may you grow on your own path, may you do the work, may you have the energy and the effort and the fire inside of you to keep going. Be well.